Hi everyone, my name is Risha. Today is the 24th of March 2025 and I'll be going over my my analysis on SPY or the ETF of the S&P 500. As usual, I'll be going over the monthly, weekly, and finally the daily charts. And then I'll switch over to the Excel sheet where we'll review the last prediction and go over this one in more detail. But before getting into the video, it is important to make the disclaimer that all information here is completely educational, and therefore it is important to conduct your own analysis, whatever analysis that may be, to ensure that you're comfortable with the risk, reward, and trading style, since you may not be with mine. But with that out of the way, let's get into the video. So, we can see the S&P 500 has been on a long uptrend. However, this month was a very, very bearish month, and I've been saying this for a while. The signs were all there that this was a highly, highly overbought market due for a correction. And we can see that this may be the catalyst. And although this, I don't think, is going to be a long-term correction, since we're already starting to see signs of it faltering, this was the case for the month. We see it was a very huge correction. So that's what we get. We can see clearly, although the month hasn't closed, we saw the strength waning and then the volume declining. It was a huge indication. And we see that this is why our monthly candlestick is so bearish. Now, zooming in, we can see even in more detail the past 4 weeks, 5 weeks technically, have been bearish. However, these last two candles are very similar, as in they're both very indecisive. And typically you would consider this a mildly bullish candle. But again, this needs to be backed up with confirmation. We see the volume rose quite sharply and then it's starting to wane back down. So again, we need confirmation on which side the price is going towards before we can make an effective trade. Now, RSI is definitely bearish, MACD as well. And I've been saying this for a while. We see we had the breakout of this pattern here, the double top type pattern. So again, we should be expecting a downwards movement regardless. We do need confirmation to see if this pattern is a valid breakout or not. Similarly, the daily charts, this is what I was talking about. We did have this rebound upwards, but it seems to be curving. So then again, we need to be confident that and have a strong breakout to show and be clear as to which direction the price is going before we can make an assumption. We see the MACD on the daily charts has just crossed over. So this could be the start of a bullish signal. This is what I was talking about. Regardless, we do need some confirmation before we can make any predictions. So with that out of the way, let me get rid of this right here, and let's move to this Excel sheet. So for the SPY, last week was profitable. Feel free to look. The last prediction was profitable. Feel free to look through these values. This week, this prediction, we will wait for SPY to cross 567.86 and sell and buy then, and sell when it falls below 555.3 with a target of 2% and a trailing stop loss of 1%. If neither the target or stop loss is hit, then we will close on the Friday of 2 weeks from now. The weekly trend is up right now. We do need a more solid breakout for me to change this, and the monthly trend currently is up as well. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Enjoy, and I will see you in